Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a game between Lucifer and Jaedong here on Fighting Spirit. Got the replay off of teamliquid.net, a great resource for Brood War replays. In case you were curious, this was played in 2009. So it's an old Brood War replay loaded into the remastered client and cast by yours truly. Top left-hand corner, we have the Blue Zerg player. It's going to be Jaedong. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the Teal Protoss player, Lucifer. Now, according to Team Liquid, Lucifer is a Russian Protoss player playing for Cascade Gaming, or did play for Cascade Gaming back in the day here. But he had a bunch of games here, actually, with Jaedong. Kind of give him a run for his money here. I know you're saying it's a Russian, Falcon. Come on, what can a Russian do here? But come on, remember White Raw? Okay, White Raw's Ukrainian. He's Ukrainian. I apologize, all you White Raw fans out there who clicked on this because it's a Protoss and said Falcon. How dare you say White Raw is Russian? It's a fair point. He is Ukrainian. But basically, that portion of the world has put out some incredible StarCraft players, especially in the Brood War times. And also, also in StarCraft 2 times, too. So let's not discount people who are not Korean just because they are not Korean, is how I like to say these things. Sure, in the long run, the best players in the world have been Korean, but doesn't mean they won every single game they ever played against someone who was not Korean. Remember, no, it wasn't Nation Wars. Nation Wars 2-3 years ago, all the countries competed, and I believe Poland took out Korea in a nation versus nation war. And there were some excuses. There was some discussion about how it was happening at 4 in the morning for the Korean players and how they weren't quite playing up to snuff here. But still, Poland, man. Nurchio plays for Poland. Mana plays for Poland as well. Who else is on that list? Those other players, but basically it was a lot of Nurchio work as far as I remember. So bottom line here, let's not just discount Lucifer just because he doesn't happen to have been born in the nation of Korea. I don't think he ever lived there either, so he didn't drink the water, which is something that's kind of a pet theory of mine, actually, is that in StarCraft 2, there have been some amazing foreigners who have been really good at StarCraft, but then they've moved to Korea for a while. They've moved to Korea, they've lived in team houses within the nation, they've, again, drunk the water, they've eaten the food, they've breathed the air, and then they've increased their power level by like 18,000 or 9,000 if you want a Dragon Ball Z reference. But yeah, Special, the Mexican Terran player, was good. He was never amazing. He went to Korea for a while, came out. He's ridiculous now. He's so good at StarCraft. And on the other side of things, I guess the other side of the continent, there's Scarlet, the Canadian Zerg player, again, lived in Korea, came out amazing. Cyril did the same thing, who happens to be he's a European Zerg. I can never remember all the Scandinavian European Zergs. Where the heck Cyril is from. Anyway, point being, living in Korea gives you superpowers. As near as I can tell. It's my pet theory. It has not been confirmed. It's only a few small examples. But boy, I don't know what it is other than they're just drinking the tap water. And there's something that the Korean government puts into the tap water to make them great at StarCraft. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Otherwise, all right, so got some lings moving out. Got some lings moving out here, all taking different paths, so they're not scouted. Overlord's checking these areas too. Yeah, lings coming on through here, but there's already a cannon up here. There's already a bit of a wall. We might have to hold this area, but these lings can't get through with that cannon hitting them. They'll two-shot those lings into oblivion. Yeah, 2 probes up here to hold this line as necessary. And yeah, the lings aren't going to try to come through here. This might have been a waste of lings, honestly. I don't like seeing this many. I know questioning Jaedong is a offense punishable by death. I understand that. But boy, these many lings. I guess, did he expect some aggression here? Does he want to kill this probe? If you want to kill the probe, man, you can kill the probe. Oh, look at this guy. He has a ton of health. He's got a ton of health on him. Look at him go. Yeah, he's full health, full shields. Third base, morphing in here from the Zerg player too. And that natural base is just about to warp in for Lucifer. Where is it? Come on, warp in. Oh, there it is. There it is. I was waiting for it, and it finally arrived. So natural base done, main base done. Lair on the way here at about 3 minutes. The timings are good for Jaedong, and the 1 gas play, no gas at the natural base, plus the quick third tells me it's not going to be a 2-base muta opening, which isn't all that common against Protoss anyway, so no problems, no concerns there. Is speed done for these lings yet? No, it's not even being researched. He is skipping speed, which is a little curious. I mean, he was able to use those resources to go for that quick third base, but a lair before speed tells me he is not going to be using lings on any kind of an offensive or defensive capability very much at all for the next little while here. So these Lings could be drones. I think Jaedong regrets making them. If I had to guess what's going on in his head back in 2009, it is going to be a Stargate. Whoa! Mute for a big sneeze there. I haven't sneezed all day. Don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm allergic to casting all of a sudden. That'd be pretty sad. Yeah, so it's going to be a Stargate. Stargate here from the Protoss player. Probably going to be Corsair opening here. I can't really imagine what else he'd be doing with the Stargate, as scouts are not viable. Scouts are not viable in Brood War, unfortunately. It is going to be a Spire opening, though, here from our Zerg player, Jaedong. So 3 base. Also, he still didn't have that second extractor, so he's not planning on making a ton of Mutalisks here. It's probably just going to be Scourge. A couple early cheap Scourge to deal with the early Corsairs that are going to come out from Lucifer, because it's so good against Zerg. Really keeps their overlords off the map. Can kill detection if you're going for Dark Templar, which gotta get those hotkeys. Citadel the Dune there. Yeah, he's on the path to go for DTs, a DT Corsair type play. Jaedong has played against this 300 million times by this stage in his career of 2009. Again, StarCraft came out in 1998. Brood War was released in 1998 as well. Man, back when Blizzard had games and then their sequels to games months later. I learned today, I don't think I knew this. Warcraft 1 came out in 94 and Warcraft 2 came out in 95. They were like, all right, here's Warcraft 1. It's okay. It's a good game. There's some annoying things about it. But here's Warcraft 2, an instant classic. 12 months later, bam, enjoy it. It's like, what? How did they do that? I don't know how they did it. Blizzard full of wizards. Although I guess computers were a lot less complex rather back in the 90s as compared to today, whereas entire teams are used to make things such as StarCraft 2. Entire teams are made to make things for Warcraft expansions and things like that. But Warcraft 2, I'm not saying one person worked on Warcraft 1, but I feel like the team did not have to be very big for the people who are doing the actual coding, as opposed to like the art assets and the cinematics and things like that. Anyway, the Corsairs are running around trying to find stuff to murder, and it is DT. DT is on the way here from Lucifer. +1 Flyer Carapace, which makes a lot of sense, actually. Makes your Overlords last longer, makes your Scourge last longer, so they can get in there and get that suicide bomb in. There's another Overlord down. It does supply block Jaedong, 39 to 35, but Jaedong feels comfortable taking his 4th base because he says, sure, Corsairs can kill my Overlords, they can kill Scourge, I guess, but they can't really do anything about me taking a 4th base at the 6-minute mark, so I'm going to do that. I'm absolutely going to do that. If you can try to stop me, I don't know how you would at this stage in the game. And yeah, Lucifer says, I agree. There's really not much I can do about that. 100 billion% correct. +1 attack is on the way from Lucifer. He's got his DTs moving out very stealthily. Very stealthily here. Boom, boom, boom. Have we looked at these guys in the remastered client yet? I don't know that we have. The translucent effect is just incredible. I really love what they did with this. What is this guy? It's another Dark Templar running around. What do you guys turn around and look at the camera for a minute? I know you're on a mission. I understand that. But it'd be real nice if you would give me just... I can see your face. That kind of works, I guess. All right, anyway, coming on in here. Guess what? There's an Overlord, so nope. Not going to happen. Gets a couple Ling kills, not a huge deal. Tons of Overlords protecting this 3rd base, too. This DT doesn't even try to go in there. Yeah, so the detection is here. The Corsairs didn't do enough of a good job, so these DTs would actually be effective. As it turns out, they get 2 Ling kills. This guy's a complete abject failure, if you want to label him that way, and I kind of do. Zealot legs are coming in for Lucifer, and finally 6 Mutas from Jaedong here about the 7.5-minute mark. So he did take his, he took his extractor at his natural and his 3rd. And yeah, this DT just sunken colony, but bam, that's gotta hurt, man. Coming up from the ground, just kind of getting your undercarriage there with a big old tentacle thing. That's gotta be ouch, 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 ouch times 100. And no wonder it takes so much health off of these units. Bringing his army over, which is mostly Zealots, to try to take a 3rd base. The concern here is Mutalisks. Obviously, Mutas can come in here and deal with these Zealots, no problem. However, the Corsair count is also pretty high. So if you bring your Mutalisks over, there is a risk they could get splash damage to death by the Corsairs. Are the Mutas going to move? I feel like they kind of are. Can they get this DT with 2 kills? No, the Overlords don't have speed. They can't chase him down. And they're not going to do so. All right, Zerglings. Coming down to the south. They're going to run into about 18 Zealots, and the Zealots are going to let them by. Wow, accidentally kind of let that one by. So Zergling scouts the 3rd base. Can't really do much about it. Maybe try to pick off this probe. Maybe try to kill this photon cannon before it comes. Ah, the Mutas have arrived. The Mutas are here. Where are the Corsairs? Hey, Lucifer, bring your Corsairs in. You're going to lose this third base. You can't afford to do that. There are the Corsairs. Yeah, and the Mutas just pretty much have to flee at this point. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they have to, apparently. Okay, Mutas, how you doing on health here? Not great. Not super great on health. A lot of purple there, which means you're injured. But they do end up saving the Corsairs, end up saving the Nexus, which is massive for them. The Mutas are forced to retreat as severely injured here, down below 50% health on most of those. And the cannon got killed, so the cannon's not here to help with Muta harass. Scourge flying on down. That is actually a lot of Scourge flying down here. I think the Mutas are the bait, and then the Scourge will try to kill the Corsairs if they can. Come on, chase them down. Come on, nice juke. Retreating! Retreating from them. The Mutas are going to try to finish off the Nexus in the meanwhile. Cannon on the ground chases the Scourge away. And Archon is here. Oh, splash damage. Splash damage. Splash damage. Woo! He picks up 4 quick kills. Saves the Nexus. Wait. Oh, don't. Does he really? Wow, he really attacked into that Archon. 33 damage splash, man. Not messing around. Real good anti-Muta unit there. Alright, so saves the third base. It is super almost dead, though. So he can't do anything to increase the shield regeneration on this guy. I mean, it just kind of regenerates on its own very, very slowly. Look at that. 16, 17. Zealots are really trying to take down this Nexus, but there's Archons. Zerglings, rather. Zealots are here to defend against with the Archons, too. Triple cannon coming up in that mineral line. That's got to mess up the pathing on these probes for gathering, but whatever. More Mutas are here. Couple more added to the group. Still 4 that are pretty darn injured as far as Mutalisks go. Storm just about done in the research department for Lucifer. He's got a shuttle coming into, and more Scourge. So it's going to be Muta Scourge Ling out of our friend Jaedong. A lair in production, so he can go for the Defiler and the Dark Swarm and the endgame strategies here. Endgame composition is kind of a big deal for Zerg, and they need to get there or they're in a lot of trouble. I don't know about Shuttle in this environment. There are Mutas around, there are Scourge around. All of these things are mortal enemies to Shuttles. But I guess he's going to try to make it work anyway here. Scourge group, man. Oh, there's the Storm! Flying through the Storm a little bit of these Scourge. Are they going to get some hits off is the question of the day. The Scourge running, fleeing in circles. Trying to get over the cannon. And no, too smart for that. Not going to fly over the cannons. Free probes, though. Free probes to the natural base. The Scourge kind of warding away the Corsairs there. This probe count is not looking very healthy at the natural base anymore. Although fully saturated is that assimilator. He made sure that was the case. Lucifer keeping his workers on that assimilator. He might have messed up the pathing right here. To this assimilator. Yeah. He's got 4 on him anyway. It's alright. He'll be fine. It's not as efficient, I think, as it could be, but regardless, I think he'll live. More static defense, more creep colonies, more sunken colonies coming up at the natural base. He's worried about a ground counterattack, which is coming, mind you. There are some +1 zealots down here that would like to do some mischief. +2 is about halfway done. Singularity charge being researched for Lucifer. You can delay that in ZVP if you're a Protoss player, but you do want to get it eventually. Dragoons are good against lurkers. Dragoons are pretty good against the Mutalisks too. So you want to bring them out if you're going onto the map, because right now Lucifer has not really gone out onto the map except for a couple DT attacks and a couple Corsair style attacks here. Oh my goodness, that Archon has 13 kills. Another Muta goes down. Scourge are taking hits. They do take the shuttle out though. That was pretty nice. Ling's checking to see is there a 4th base coming up. By golly, there is, says Lucifer. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, that Lucifer that I looked up on Team Liquid might be the wrong Lucifer. A Muta just died somewhere. I don't know where, though. Not entirely sure where. How, really? These Lings still dying? Well, they're doing pretty well against the Zealots, though, as it turns out. And more Lings are coming down. That's how well they're doing against these Zealots. Are these cannons going to finish before the Lings get in? I don't think they will. Ah! Dang it! Oh! All you Brood War fans are so mad at me right now, as these Lings do end up taking down all the cannons pretty quickly. Do they have adrenal glands? They must have adrenal glands. They're attacking really fast right now. And there's detection. There's kind of detection, but that Overlord is fleeing right now. So the DT should be able to hold on. Might be able to save the Nexus. Maybe. No, too many Lings. This fourth base is not going to be allowed. All right, I'm a moron. I am sorry, you guys. This Lucifer is a Korean Protoss player who most recently played for We Made Fox. All right, my bad. This is Korean versus Korean. Jeez. I feel so bad. Why didn't I search StarCraft for Lucifer and it pulled up this Russian guy? Well, all right, this is Korean Lucifer, and I apologize. I'm sure most of you guys were like, all right, how long is it going to take Falcon to figure this out? And the answer is about 13 minutes, of game time. So again, I'm sorry. Wow, that did not go well for me, but we're going to move on. We're going to move on. So the Korean player Lucifer, who was active in the late 2000s, he's the guy that we're watching right now. All right. Yep, so moving on. Got Dragoons, got Archons. Trying to kill these Overlords who... Do they have speed? Well, that Overlord died, so I'm not sure if they have speed or not. Oh, High Templar pick off. Nice Storm, though. Whoa! High Templar trades himself for about 12 Zerglings. That was... I mean, it's not ideal, but it's better than nothing, as it turns out. Fifth base coming in, morphing in. For Jaedong along the left side. Zealots just walking into this right now. +1/+1 on the Lings. +2 attack on the Zealots. And I think you regroup and come back in here. Yeah, man. These Lings cannot hold this. We got Zealots. We got Archons. We got Dark Templar. We have Storm, if necessary. Look at this guy go. 5 kills, 6 kills, 7 kills, 9 kills. Absolutely having a time. But guess what's out? Ultralisks have arrived. Here are the Ultras. Scourge trying to get rid of these Corsair. Gonna get it. Gonna get it. Got it. Get it. Got it. Good. Archon is actually not afraid of this Ultralisk. Ultra goes down. Fourth base by Jaedong might actually die here. He's bringing in additional reinforcements to try to save it, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's trying to kill the fourth base of Lucifer. Nope. Once again, not enough. DTs against Ultras, really great. Really, really great here. 46 damage per swipe with that +2 attack. Lings rolling in. They get the Archon, but too many DT? I think, yes, too many DT, too many Zealots. Get the hatch. You gotta get this fifth hatch. You cannot allow yourself to be distracted from that goal, and they do end up getting a drone morphs at just the wrong time. And is dead. So nice job. Nice job by Lucifer taking out one of the bases that Jaedong was counting on. Base on the right side, possibly a new fifth. And there it is. Well, I guess this is more of a fifth, though. Maybe a sixth. We'll call this a sixth along the right side here. There is a fifth up north that came up when I wasn't paying attention. Not actually being mined right now. But Reaver drops coming in here, too, for Lucifer towards the late game. A Kadarian Amulet, allowing the Templars to start with more energy. And once again, it's going to be 3 Ultras and Lings here. Still no Dark Swarm. We haven't seen it yet. The Storms don't really affect the Ultras as much, but it will slowly whittle down their HP. Zealots okay in this situation too. Cannons, if they're able to fire from afar and not get directly hit by the Ultras, are pretty good too. So once again, we're buffing the attack to take down his fourth base. Lucifer needs to hold this thing for as long as he Protossly can. That Ultra's going to die, as well as this Overlord that does have speed. Dude, well, Jaedong, are you sacrificing Ultras for no reason? There we go. Speed for Ultras is done, so they don't have to engage. They can flee quite nicely, actually. They are fast. Fast little guys. Well, then they have that speed upgrade. Oh, don't engage the Archon, though. Oh, who's going to win? Oh, Archon wins with 3 shield hit points remaining. He wants to get back home. I need to regen my health. A shield battery would be wonderful here, but I haven't seen a Protoss make a shield battery in a pro game in pretty much ever in Brood War. Definitely in StarCraft 2. It's in the current release of StarCraft 2. Shield batteries are, but very useful too. Not so much in the Brood War, unfortunately. Zealots here to attack at this 5th base. Ling's trying to hold it. They can do it against a couple of these Zealots, but not against 5 or 6, which is what we're dealing with here. Lings, Ultras, coming down, trying once again to do this. Oh, the big time hit. There's the Dark Swarm, though, but the splash damage matters. The splash damage on these Reavers really matters a lot. Storm is also pretty good against Dark Swarm. Archon ends up falling. Ultras are dying here, but they're taking a lot of stuff with them. The Dark Swarm is so key. These cannon shots are doing literally nothing to these Ultralisks. The 4th base may end up dead right now. More Lings strolling down. More Ultras strolling down. 4 armor on these guys and +1 attack. Attack upgrade level 2 is coming for Jaedong as well. But this 4th base looks like it's going to die. I just don't... Oh, Scourge takes down a shuttle. That was here. Yep, this is a massacre. This is all she wrote for the 3rd base of Lucifer, or the 4th base of Lucifer. The 3rd base is okay. 3rd base is fine. That it's 124 to 114 supply right now. These lings, these cracklings, man, they don't have the +3/+3, but they're working on it. They want to grow up to be cracklings for sure. Why are these overlords hanging out right here? Seems dangerous. Seems like a dangerous spot. Are you coming in? Oh, free defiler. If you want it, I guess. Well, look at him. Oh, he micros it so the defiler flees back towards the Protoss army. This is too much. This is too much Ling Ultra, man. Okay, all right. We're still going through it. The Ultras are still alive. Some of the Lings are still alive, too. Can they take down the High Templar? The High Templar live. Oh, the High Templar live. That Ultra goes home with 4 kills to his name. And an Archon? Yep, an Archon coming in. So +3 attack for the Protoss ground units. No sign of armor in production, which is probably okay. Ultra, are you? Well, I guess he's not alone. Is what I'm trying to say here. Is that he is not alone. Yeah, that poor Archon is just trying to run. Just trying to run. Not gonna happen. Got 10 kills. I think that's the combined kills of the Templar that were morphed into the Archon. But look who has a base over on this left side. Holy smokes. Good job. Good job, Lucifer. I think you're going to lose it, though. I don't see this going really well for you at all. Ultra is just crushing through the static defense. You just no static defense allowed. Trying to shuttle Reaver drop this thing to save it. But, I mean, you can hit them, but there's too many. You just don't fire quickly enough. The Nexus is going to fall. But some decent hits there on those Scarabs. Doing some pretty good damage to the Ultras. Zealots trying to hold their own against these guys. Archons coming up the left side too. You know what? The Archons are going to win here. And the Zealots, Ultras go down. 133 to 139 supply. And got to rebuild this base. Rebuilding this 4th base would be real nice too for Lucifer. But that right side base, no problem. For Jaedong, he's just looking real strong right now. Has never really had his main... Did he lose this base in the process? Those Zealots must have finished this off when I was busy down south. I mean, they did overwhelm the Zerglings, and the other Zerglings seemed kind of worried about the 4th base down below. So that's probably a trade Jaedong would make again. He would go ahead and sacrifice this 5th base to kill that 4th base of Lucifer, especially considering he had a 6th base coming up along the right side as well. But we do have Zealots, we've got Archons, we've got Shuttles and High Templar, and all manner of wonderful Protoss-y things right now. A couple Scourge getting picked out of the sky by Archons. I love Archons. They're the unit that got me into StarCraft. I was a big Warcraft 2 fanatic, as we get a big old Ling Ultra drop inside the main base. Okay, well, Lucifer, not looking great. Not looking great for you. Another engagement in the middle of the map here, too. It looks like the Archons might be able to do this nice Dark Swarm, though. However, splash damage from the Archon's going to be saving the day. Nothing will save the day inside the main base of Lucifer, though. He's going to lose a lot of stuff. Oh, Defensive Storm killing a few Lings. High Templar, though. Goodbye, friend. You did your best, and you are completely dead. Can he save his main? Can he save these gateways is the question. He's whittled down the attacking forces of Jaedong fairly well. Archons still doing stuff. Still doing stuff. Still got Storms. Still got Reavers. Still got Archons. There's the Dark Swarm, though. 2 Defilers to assist with that. Can the Archons win this thing? I don't know that they can. Still, main base attack going on, and that is your good game. Good game from Lucifer. He has tapped out at the 20-minute and 43-second mark. He lost his main. There was no saving it here. It wasn't a lot of stuff that was here from Jaedong, but +2/+2 cracklings. Ultras with +2 attack here, dude, doing 20 + 6, 26 damage per swipe there. Splash. He was going to lose all of his production facilities. It was not going to happen. Not going to happen for him. He decided it was time to go. So, yep, Dark Swarm play, incredibly useful in Jaedong's win, as per usual. Archons, 11 kills on that guy, 5 kills on that guy. Ultralisk, 2 and 3 kills. Yeah, it was a good one. Good game here. Good effort by Lucifer, who was Korean and not Russian. But, all right, let's check out the final score. Units produced 206 for Lucifer, 589 for Jaedong. On the other hand here, 376 units killed by Lucifer, 145 killed by Jaedong. But yeah, that's the discrepancy. You don't have to kill as much if you make a whole lot more. as it turns out. Resources favoring Jaedong 2. He just had the base advantage for most of the game here. He mined more gas, he mined more minerals, he spent more by a factor of about 10,000 in the end, and that just helped him remax, helped him get up a Ling Ultra Dark Swarm army with Scourge support. And that's all he needed to beat Lucifer, so great job by him. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another StarCraft Brood War Remastered upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.